Allah Pa, dear friend, hello and greeting to all of you. Time is 12 o'clock in midnight, 19th of June. And I shall be talking today about the contentment and greed. My understanding from the Baha'i writing is that it is impossible to have a balanced life, to have a happy life without being content. Because the greed is like a cradle. It's on our neck, like a rope. It just takes us wherever it wants to go. We have to be able to control this sense of greed, and that is what we have to do. We have to be content. Contentment, to be content, as Baha'ullah says in the book of Iran, to be content with little, it's in the matter of possession, not a matter of accomplishment. What we possess, it should be very limited. It should be determined to see what it is that we need, and don't go beyond that. But if it is a sense of accomplishment, that you can go forever. You like to make a new country, you want to find a medicine to solve the problem, a cure for AIDS, you want to create an upheaval in the society to create a better society. You like to be a great artist, whatever. This sense of accomplishment, especially in the spiritual realm, there's no end to it. You can 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, get on and go help people. And if that's what you like, go ahead and do it. There's no problem with that. The problem is never, that is not a greed. That if you say, I want to learn more, I want to become bigger and bigger and bigger, it's gone. I've given this an example before, many times, that just to explain this sense of possession and greed that just we want more and more and more. I've always said that if all the people in the city, let's say Toronto, city of Guelph, Washington, they all die overnight. One huge disease comes, an airborne, and just goes through the windows, air ducts, whatever. Tomorrow people won't get up while they're asleep. They're gone, dead. Except one guy. He gets up, goes around the city, and sees everywhere's dead, 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 dead. Would he be able to sleep in that town overnight? No, no one can. Would he go towards this jewelry shops and throw a lot of jewelry in his pocket? Diamonds? No. Great cars? No. Houses? No. He might just go to some shops and pick up some good groceries, something he might need, water. You see, when we're alone, if you think you're lonely and you're by yourself, all of a sudden your need comes right out up front to you. This sense of greed comes when you're around with the people, because you like to be recognized. If you want to be recognized, you should not go this route, this vicious route of wanting more and getting more, because by money you can control people. Or they recognize you, you're a great accomplisher. Well, go towards something easier if you want to be recognized. Go towards arts, poetry, writings. Like Terry Fox, go help mankind. How about that? That everyone can do. There's no competition there. Even in arts or science, not everybody can. But when it's doing the good act, good Samaritan, everyone is capable of doing that. Then everyone will recognize you, if that's the thirst you have. So, it's the easiest way to do it. I'm looking at my notes. I've written here that, unfortunately, our brain, our soul, the cells that I discussed this before with you, they've given wrong messages to us. For example, you should not eat food, but it tells you you're hungry. If you have a bigger stomach like mine, your level is, you're not balanced. You should not eat, but the stomach is big, it tells you that it's empty, so the brain sends messages you have to go eat more. But when you eat more, and you die. So this is what's happening, that we always get that wrong estimates, overestimate, underestimate, all the time. This is what we have to deal with, to understand that things that you want is not necessarily what you want. You get a message, yeah, we should buy this new car, we should buy this new house, and then you go do it, and under the death you don't know what to do. Are those needs or greed? Or you are suffering from achievement deficit disorder. You haven't achieved enough, you want to show off by money. Contentment is really make the mind and soul and thoughts really tranquility when you want little, There's no competition with you. You're not in conflict with millions of people. And you save a lot of time. Imagine. Beautiful body God has made. The nature of God has produced it. It took 15 billion years for the matter to be cooked in the pot of time, in the stove of time. Keep cooking, moving, till come to become us. How much of a price you put on your body? Then why would you rent it for $10 an hour? Why would you rent it for $50,000 a year? Well, I guess you have to, because you have to eat, you have children, and so on. But would you go beyond that? That's the question. No. I always think myself, I'm a captive among the enemies. They're asking me to go and work for them for free. Yeah, in that mine or something. They want me to work, 5 hours, 6 hours a day and do so much. Would I do more than what they want me to do? Am I not then crazy? To work free of charge for my captors? I'm already captive. To do these hours and to do this time. Now after they said it's enough, I go on and do it more. That's what it is to me when you're not content. You don't understand your level and your need. I had a friend, I remember, they used to give him twice and a half for his wages if he works extra hours for Saturday or Sundays. He would say no. No, he says, I'm at home with my children and my kids, and just there's no justice in this. We don't need any more money, he says. I'm not going to rent my body for more than what I need. Beautiful. So, I was saying that I'm like a machine, expensive machine. Would you rent it for this type of wages? I won't. So I want to be time for myself. So contentment is that regulation, that discipline. That you have to understand what do you want? What are the limits of your things that you need? Your fear doesn't add to it. If you're afraid and you want more, Or, you have a problem with yourself. You think that you have to compensate for your accomplishment is not enough. So you go buy this expensive car and whatnot. I've always said contentment makes a lot of other people that are not great, very smart people like you. So let's say I'm the smartest man and I'm a great salesman, a great contractor. I go get all the job, get all the prices. So what? What about the other people? Don't they have children and families and life? Do I think about that? That I should take all the jobs and all the money? So, if you're content, if you understand, we don't pick too much just because we're smarter, we have more tools, or we reach there first. Let the others to eat too. Let them have too, How do we lose this sense of contentment? I think it's that when we start to compare ourselves with others. All right, Joe has this, John has this, Tony has that. Look at their house, look at their cars, look at the clothes he has, look at the restaurant he goes, and so on and so forth. You always compare yourself with those who are bigger than you. How about if you compare yourself with people a lot lower than you? When I was in Iran, said this before, I look at a desk and I said, look, Americans and Canadians are out there and they're not sleeping. I don't want to sleep.